There's a growing concern as students are increasingly discouraged from pursuing studies abroad due to rising incidents of scams, harassment, and challenges with immigration compliance. Should they face discouragement, or do they need proper guidance in their educational pursuits overseas? Joining us is a distinguished Mr. Harjap Bhangal, a renowned immigration lawyer with over 15 years of expertise in UK immigration law, here to shed light on this crucial matter.
Okay, first of all, they need to make sure they know where they're going to. So a lot of people from Punjab, they just think of the UK as Southall, and they just think we're just going to go to London and that's it, we're going to end up in Southall. When they get here, then they realise actually my university is in Newcastle and it's 200 miles away, and they haven't planned for that. They usually plan to stay with their relatives here, or they want to stay with someone who they know, someone from their village, but they've made no plans as to where they're going to rent, how they're going to work, how much their rent is going to cost, how much income they're going to make. On top of that, how they're going to fund their fees, how much time they're allowed to work. So all of that needs to be calculated in. Also, they need to make sure that how many times they have to attend uni, what projects on top of that they need to do. Similar to exactly how we would plan it, or kids born in the UK would plan it when we would want to go to uni. It's the same thing, just because from India, don't think that it's going to be a lot different or anything like that at all, because it isn't. So you need to be prepared to plan. And I always say find accommodation near your uni. Basically, first of all, you need to make sure that you're not being overcharged for anything. So for rent, a lot of students get overcharged for that when they first come here. That's because they just trust someone and pay the rent. What you need to do is you need to go onto Google, you're going to go onto places like Rightmove and Zoopla, check out the rents in the surrounding areas where you're being offered a property, and there you'll get an idea of what rate you should be paying and that you're not being overcharged. Secondly, make sure you get an insurance number, make sure you get the right income being paid minimum wage. So as opposed to, you don't need to work. If you're coming as a student, you can work properly here. You don't need to work cash in hand. You're not illegal, you have a visa. Thirdly, make sure your agent has paid your fees, or you've paid your fees up front. So the first thing you should do is go to your finance office, which is located in your uni, and ask them how much fees have been paid, how much balance is left. One of the first mistakes students from Punjab make when they come here is they think they don't have to go. So if you don't go to about 5-6 classes, you're going to get your visa cancelled. Your visa gets cancelled. If you 6 class na jao, your visa cancel. So you have to go to uni. And the compliance mistakes, you live far away from your uni. There's no way you're going to make it every day or do 4 days a week. If it takes you 2 hours to travel and 2 hours back. On top of that, you've got to work. And you've got to do your homework, which you're set, and your assignments. So it's not possible to do that. The other compliance is that there's a lot of accusations of plagiarism. So a lot of assignments, these students who come from abroad, they get made from people who offer them as a service, and they think that every person who offers this service is going to write them a separate assignment. What happens is the people who offer this service or assignment and then when everyone submits the same assignment with a couple of words changed here there, then the person who's marking it thinks, hold on, or everyone who's come from India has submitted the same style assignment, and with very few differences, that this is all plagiarism. And then a lot of people get chucked out of uni because of plagiarism. They get failed because of plagiarism. So these are the two major compliance problems that students from Punjab face. When you're a student at uni, you have to be very careful. You have to be careful because you come abroad and you think, I'm going to get a job with Amazon, or I'm going to get a job with Facebook, or I'm going to get a job, working for Rishi Sunak. When you're a student, you expect to do menial jobs. So the jobs you're most likely to get are working in McDonald's, working fast food restaurants, working in factories, working in warehouses, driving jobs, labouring jobs that don't require a lot of high skilled, waitressing, a chef. These sort of jobs that you're going to get offered at first, and you need to take them because you need to survive. It's a matter of survival. If you sit here and think, right, I've had people come here, sir, I'm only going to do job in an MNC. I said, okay, very good. I hope you got money. Yeah. And then after 6-7 months, when they haven't got any job and income, then their level comes down. Sir, maybe I'm not getting a job. You are expecting a British company, an MNC, who doesn't know who you are, yeah, you don't have the skill set, you're only a student, to say, Ajo bete, don't worry, I'll give you a job, I'll make you, like Bill Gates. That's unrealistic. You're being very unrealistic. Okay, so support systems. Your uni is your first support system. So your uni student union, you should be looking to go there. NUS, National Union of Students. Your international office. These three people or three organizations are going to be your best friends for your uni years. If you have any problem between you and the uni, your student union is there to act as a buffer and act as a go-between. Your international office, they're the ones who issue your letter, your CAS letter. They're the ones you should go to. They will there to advise you. Your course tutor is should be your number one best friend at uni, because they're the ones who will tell you what you're doing, and they're the ones you can go to if you're finding trouble with the course or not. If you've been scammed, you can report it to the police. You can report it to immigration, as long as you have not benefited from the scam, yeah, or you're not looking to break the illegal system with the scam. So if you're saying to someone, I paid someone to get me a dodgy work permit, but they took my money and they didn't, now I want to report it, immigration are going to say to you, well, what you were trying to do was dodgy in itself. So you get on the plane first, Governor, then we'll see about that.